The air was thick with desperation. Before the Israelites, the vast, unforgiving expanse of the Red Sea churned, a seemingly impassable barrier. Behind them, a cloud of dust on the horizon grew larger, the thunder of hooves and the glint of bronze armor signaling the imminent arrival of Pharaoh's relentless army. Trapped, the cries of the people rose in a torrent of fear and accusation against Moses. Was it because there were no graves in Egypt that you brought us to the desert to die? What have you done to us by bringing us out of Egypt? Their faith, once strong, now crumbled in the face of annihilation. But Moses stood as a rock amidst the storm of their fear. His gaze was fixed not on the approaching army, nor on the churning sea, but on the heavens. A profound calm settled upon him, a divine assurance that radiated from him. He turned to the terrified crowd, his voice not loud, but resonant with an unshakable power. "Do not be afraid," he commanded, his words cutting through the panic. "Stand firm, and you will see the deliverance the Lord will bring you today. The Egyptians you see today you will never see again. The Lord will fight for you. You need only to be still." Then, in a gesture that would be etched in history for all time, Moses raised his wooden staff and stretched his hand out over the sea. As if on cue, a great and mighty east wind began to roar. It was a wind unlike any other, a focused, purposeful force that tore at the water's surface. All through that long, dark night, the wind howled, a symphony of divine power. Slowly, miraculously, the waters of the Red Sea began to part. They drew back, piling up on themselves, forming two immense towering walls of liquid crystal on either side. In between, a wide, dry path emerged, the seabed laid bare. Under the eerie light of the moon, the Israelites began their exodus through the heart of the sea. They walked on dry ground, their sandals kicking up dust where moments before there had been only water. To their right and to their left, the walls of the sea stood as a silent, awesome testament to the power of their God. The fear in their hearts was replaced by a profound sense of awe and wonder. As the last of the Israelites set foot on the opposite shore, the first light of dawn broke, illuminating the pursuing Egyptian army as they charged headlong into the sea path. Their arrogance and fury drove them onward, blind to the miracle that had just transpired. But their pursuit was short-lived. The Lord looked down upon the Egyptian army from the pillar of fire and cloud and threw them into confusion. Their chariot wheels became clogged, and they drove them with difficulty. "Let's get away from the Israelites," the Egyptians shouted to one another. "The Lord is fighting for them against Egypt." Then the Lord spoke to Moses again, his voice like the rushing of many waters. "Stretch out your hand over the sea so that the waters may flow back over the Egyptians and their chariots and horsemen." Moses obeyed without hesitation. He stretched out his hand, and as the morning light grew stronger, the sea began to reclaim its domain. The walls of water collapsed, crashing down with unimaginable force upon the Egyptian army. The chariots, the horsemen, the pride of Pharaoh's military might, all were consumed by the raging torrent. When the sea settled, there was silence. Not a single soldier, not a single chariot remained. On the far shore, the Israelites watched, their hearts filled with a mixture of terror and exultation. They saw the great power the Lord had unleashed against their enemies. A spontaneous song of praise erupted from the people, a song of deliverance, a song of faith renewed. They believed in the Lord and in his servant Moses. The journey was far from over, but on that day, by the shores of the Red Sea, they were not just a nation of former slaves. They were God's chosen people, saved by his mighty hand and outstretched arm. If this story of miraculous deliverance and unwavering faith has inspired you, please show your support by liking this video, sharing it with others, and subscribing to our channel for more powerful stories of God's greatness.